Hi everyone, I'm Amy Kaplan.
My name is Blake Petritz.
We're from Windermere Real Estate in Lake Arrowhead, and today we're meeting with Robin Lyles from my favorite store, the Lake House.
Thanks. How was the store inspired?
The inspiration actually came while my husband and I were sitting in our old vintage wooden boat. This was 22 years ago. Sitting in our dock, we were just sitting there enjoying a glass of wine. We had come back from a vacation in Lake Tahoe, and I said, you know, how come there isn't a store in Lake Arrowhead that feels like the lake? So then the more I thought about it, I thought, I could probably do that. That was kind of the aha moment where I decided, well, maybe I should create a store called the Lake House. So that was it.
What kind of atmosphere do you want to create for your customers when they come into the store?
The atmosphere, generally, I always wanted to have a store that felt comfortable, relaxing, inviting, from the music to the fragrance of the candle that's burning. I just wanted people to feel comfortable. My background's the restaurant business. I have that hospitality side to me. I like kind of a multi-sensory experience. You know, when they come in the store, I want them to feel relaxed, comfortable, and if they find something they love, great. If they don't, it's just nice to have the company.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the design of the store and how that all came to be?
Interiors was a collaboration with my husband, who is an architect, and myself. Again, trying to recreate kind of a feeling of an old 1930s home by the lake. This was basically a basement space. So everything you see in here, we put in here. Between the wood walls, the stone fireplace, the mantle, the wood floors, the bay window, all of it was created to make you feel like you're at home by the lake. The bay window in particular was inspired by stores up in Carmel, one of my other favorite places to visit, and I just wanted a storefront that looked different and inviting. So we put the big window in, we put the big Dutch door in.
The front of the store, the exterior is just gorgeous. How did that come to be?
Well, my husband designed the gable, and we created the stairs. When we took the space, that garden outside was nothing but a big field of juniper bushes, and there was no stair. So I asked the building owners if I could create a garden, and they said, go ahead, do whatever you want. So we created the gable that opened up the front of the store and the stairs that led directly to the store. So it's helped, but we still get people that walk by after 20 years say, how long have you been here? I didn't even know this was here. So, but that was the reason for the gable.
Well, if you didn't know this place was here, we welcome you.
So out of all these items that you've collected over the years, what is your favorite?
Well, I have to say these beautiful copper candlesticks up on the mantle, and there's some more on the dining table. Those are beautiful handmade copper candlesticks that were made by a artisan studio up in Northern California called Hessel Studios. He's a true traditional coppersmith, and each one is handmade. Each one has signature on the bottom. They're not the cheapest in the world, but so I've had them over the years, all 20 years. I started with a few, and then I went through waves of when I couldn't afford them, and other times when I could buy a few more. But every time I have them in the store, I just cherish them. I think they're just very special. I love them.
Okay, well, my favorite thing in the store is Mexican vanilla sugar. It's been bringing me back. I know you had to place another order with the company, probably just for me. Tell us about your art events.
We do an art open house called First Fridays at the Lake House, and we do those from June through December every year. This is our 16th season. So we started these in 2009 when things were quite challenging, and I was trying to figure out a way to get some people in here. So I actually received an email from an artist I used to feature who owned a gallery in Illinois, actually, but she sent out an email blast that said it was an advertisement for their First Friday Art Walk. And I read that and I thought,
Great idea.
I wonder if I can do that. So I, at the time, only had a couple artists, but I reached out for some more artists, and I figured I was in the restaurant business. All I have to do is buy some wine, I can make some food from the products I sell, and put the word out there and see if people show up. And they did. This is, like I say, our 16th season, and I'm proud to say that from the very first event, we have sold at least one piece of art at every single event. First Friday. Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
it's become pretty popular. So they're from 4 to 7 on the first Friday of every month. That's why you see all the art, these beautiful wood bowls. He was our first Friday featured this month. So we keep the featured work out for the month, and then we change it all up for the next event.
So how can someone be a featured artist?
Well, many times I'm introduced to new artists by the existing artists I already feature. They, it's a small community of artists, and a lot of times we'll say, well, I have someone I think would be a good fit here. Or I have people that walk into the store and ask if they can, put their art in here. And so I always check to see if it's a level of art that I think fits with the store, their subject matter, and quality. And then once I actually bring them in, I'll put maybe 1 or 2 pieces to try and kind of see what people think of it. And then every spring I set the First Friday schedule. So somebody can't just walk in and say, can I be a First Friday artist for November? The schedule is set at the beginning of the year. And so if it's a new artist, we have them just, we feature them in the store, and then the following year, then we'll include them in the First Friday lineup if they want to participate.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, get your art in, folks. What goes on behind the scenes?
Most people don't realize is that we reset the store about once a quarter, which resetting the store means moving every piece of furniture and almost every piece of art. So we usually do it in one day, but people regularly come in and say, you change things. You always see something different when it's in a different place. We just try to keep things fresh by moving things around. So that's what I would say. The only thing behind the scenes you don't see is the chaos that goes on to
Is that something else that you offer to homeowners in Lake Arrowhead and in the mountain communities? Are you available to help them decorate their home and make it look beautiful, like your store?
Oh, thanks. Of course, yes. As I mentioned, my husband's an architect. I do offer interior services, so we can help from just picking paint colors if that's all I need. I don't know if you've spent much time back in our studio, but there's beautiful decorative hardware, kitchen bath fixtures.
Would you tell us a little bit about your other business here in the Glen, Wildflowers?
Yes, Wildflowers is a full-service florist just down the street. We opened that 9 years ago. July was our 9th anniversary there. It's like I say, a full-service florist, but a great little gift shop. We feature soaps and lotions and candles and beautiful jewelry, John Kelly chocolates, cards, books, tote bags, wonderful gift items. I think the whole concept of a flower shop is fresh and natural, organic kind of vibe. So I always look for lines that are either women-owned, organic, fair trade, those types of products that I think are a good fit and have a great story. For those who have been here for a long time, know that the original Wildflowers began back in 1994 with Karen and Cheryl, sisters, and turns out that my husband and I were their first wedding they did here on the mountain. So things have kind of come full circle. I ended up acquiring it in 2016. We opened. We kept the name Wildflowers because it had a great reputation up here, but I added at the lake just to separate us a little bit from the old business.
This is Amy Kaplan
My name is Blake Petritz.
and Robin Lyles here at the Lake House in Cedar Glen. Thank you so much for letting Windermere Real Estate come and speak with you today.
Well, thank you for highlighting the store. It's a pleasure meeting you. This is fun.
We invite everybody to come check out the Lake House and shop at Wildflowers for all of your floral needs. Thank you again for your time, Robin.
Thank
We
you.
really enjoyed
Really.
coming today.
Appreciate it. Nice having you here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Thanks.
All right.